I had a woodworker in with me, and it was glossed all over, you know.
Oh, wow.
And I said, "What are you doing with it?" "I never done it with it," he said. "It's been sitting there since 1969. Everybody picks it up when they come in, and they either say, 'Are you still buying them stupid things?' So this guy noticed what it was. The parts that were touched were glossed, and the part that weren't.
Oh, so it was just from touching.
It was just from touching and handling. Now that's Amergine, and you got no write up on it, did you?
No.
No. I'll tell you about Amergine now. Would one of you tell me your favourite animal?
Elephant.
An elephant. Okay. African or Indian? I do an African Tusker. I have to drink this before it goes. Too late. Diesel oil already. Amergine was the high druid of the high filler poet of the Milesian Celtoid. We had several. This is from the Book of Invasions. We had several influxes of people. The Furbolgs first, the Tuatha Milesians, and so on. And so he in effect, with his poems, he created you see, the filler poet was very important in Ireland, right up to long past the Norman invasion. You know, they still remained until the Anglo-Saxons managed to start to destroy the language. You know, and anyway, big long story. But filler is a poet, but it's not just Moon in June comes up soon like a balloon with a spoon. The poet actually creates reality. They actually create reality by their the magic of the word, you know.
Wow. Okay.
And so Amergine, first of all, he created Ireland. Of course, it was here already, but he created it for his people by describing it, that has never been successfully translated. He described Ireland. He intoned it. He declared it to his people. And but his second poem, which actually empowered him, that this is based on. I'm a hawk on a cliff, a bull of 7 combats, a tall green plant, a beam of light, a wave of the sea. And so on. That's been fairly successfully translated by Lady Gregory and several other poets. So I can give you that version of it. But his very first poem, with which he created Ireland, has never been successfully translated because it's in the Irish. It starts off, "All you Ilan, Ian Aaron, Armagh Mur Mohawk. Mohawk Shleef Scrattat." Each line fades into the next line. Scrattat Kul Kiha Kabaska. What he's doing is describing Ireland. Ireland, leafy woods, mountains, and it ends up with an impossible phrase. Ireland, high, green and glassy. It just doesn't make much sense in English.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
But then a lot of things, you can come up with a phrase in English that doesn't make sense, you know?
Yeah. Right.
Green prepositions sleep furiously. That's perfect grammar. Now here's your big fat elephant. Has been eating too many bananas. You wanted the elephant. What's your name?
My name is Bowen.
How do you spell that?
Bowen.
Bowen.
That's very cool.
My daughter painted that and did me in full glowing colour there.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a great drawing.
She's an optician, and you see, women are different from men. I found that out when I was 13. But the basic, people wonder why there aren't great female artists, and of course there are. But the difference between women and men in that case, men get more obsessive about it. My daughter now has presented us with a couple of grandchildren, and she doesn't bother painting or drawing anymore. And my wife the same. She hasn't done any, and my sister, all of them are very capable artists and so on. But men get obsessed,
Mm-hmm.
and when they start something, they can't stop.
Women spend too much time worrying about everybody else.
Well, I suppose that's true too. And Michelangelo was up a ladder when he was 83 anyway, trying to make his next one. So we're in good company.
So I read up on you and how this was your father's butcher shop.
Oh yeah. He thought I was an Egypt. My mother knew I was an Ramadan. You see, we have that's your